It's all about the championship mindset.
When you come and you don't love it, it's evident.
If you want to be the best, you have to play the best.
We have to fight for it.
Every day you show up knowing that if you don't work, you're going to be outworked.
If you want to be great, you don't really have a choice. You're either going to show up or you're not.
And it's that competitive edge that is ultimately going to lead to a team that's hungry to win every single moment, every single inning, every single day. The Sooner fans are the best fans in the nation. Seeing them in Home Run Village, doubling our attendance just by being in the grass, always supporting us, always coming early to our games. It's incredible, and it's just a relationship back and forth that we appreciate, and I know they appreciate.
It's really exciting, but also surreal because there's so many supporters out there and people watching our game. I'm in left field, and knowing that there are thousands of people behind me and that aren't in the stadium, it just makes me feel very grateful for this fan base and the Sooner Nation.
How does this team compartmentalize it? What's the challenge like when all this talk about greatest team ever, longest winning streak, and oh, by the way, Valerie Cagle and a very good Clemson team here is coming in to try to reel it in?
First, starting off by getting prepped, knowing what we've got to work on, what pitchers we're going to face, creating a plan offensively and working on that, and then defensively, pitching-wise, so everybody's doing their work and should be kind of perfected, hopefully, by now.
Last week, this team was really good about getting runners on base to start the inning. Fast start important here?
It is, and I think that's going to be part of the success, is just hunting early.
First pitch swinging, line deep to left field, off the glove of the left fielder, Miklish. It's a leadoff double. That'll score Coleman on the deep sac fly RBI from Haley Lee, and the Sooners strike first. The 1-0 shows bunt. It's a wild pitch to the backstop. Here comes Grace Lyons. She's safe. She's safe. It's 2-0 Sooners on the wild pitch. Ball rocks, fires, got it. Swing! Inning over. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch, hard hit off Cagle, and it ricochets past Logalelo. It's short. The 2-0 is lifted deep to left field. Oh, it's long gone. Another souvenir for Home Run Village. First pitch, little soft slap down the first baseline. If it stays fair, it's a base hit. It's a leadoff single for Riley Boone. Back up the middle into center field, a base hit. And this crowd is alive as T.R.A. Jennings steps to the plate. Grounds this one. There's not going to be a play anywhere for Logaleo. 3-1 is lifted deep to center field. A grand slam! A grand slam from Haley Lee as she points to the crowd in left field, calls for noise and gets it. She gives up a deep fly ball to center field at the wall. The Sooners go back to back. Storako brings it home. Gets her to pop it up. Right side, T.R.A. Jennings makes the catch. Win column Sooners. Game over. Oklahoma is 1 win away from a return trip to the Women's College World Series. The 47th straight win for the Sooners. They'll go for ownership of the all-time record all by themselves tomorrow with a trip to Oklahoma City at stake. Happy birthday, dear Matthew. Happy birthday to you. There is a special kind of energy around Marita Hynes Field here on this Saturday afternoon as Oklahoma looks to punch its ticket to the Women's College World Series and begin pursuit of their 3rd straight national championship.
The Clemson game was one of the best games I've ever played in. During those moments, anything could happen. The game could go one way or the other. It was straight adrenaline.
The anticipation is high. We know the records that are on the line. It's set up to be a memorable and a potentially historical day at the ballpark. So, if you're just tuning in, Where have you been? Well, let's take you back. Oh, you got off to as hot of a start as you could have. Back-to-back home runs from Jada Coleman and Tiare Jennings. They added to their lead with a leadoff homer by Alyssa Brito in the fourth. You had the RBI ground out that scored Quincy Lilio. That made it 4-0. But since then, the Clemson Tigers have scored 7 unanswered runs.
I was thinking base hit, pass the bat, and just keep grinding for those runs.
2-2 pitch. Line drive over the head of the first baseman. Fair. Boone with a leadoff single.
One thing that's special about this team is we never have a doubt. There's never a shadow of a doubt that we're going to get it done.
Now the Sooners are down to their last strike.
I was yelling at her, you win, there's nobody beats you, you're the best in this situation. And she ended up coming through with that base hit to right field.
Line drive, right field, base hit. The Sooners will bring the tying run to the plate.
There was never a doubt in our mind. We go through those situations in practice.
Jennings at second, Lee at first. Oh, come on, Kinsey, send this place into a frenzy.
First pitch off of Valerie Cagle, I swung to hit the ball 400 feet.
Kinsey Hansen is locked in right now. You can see it.
Then after that, she threw me a low and inside off speed, which was a great pitch call on their part because of my swing beforehand.
Hansen took strike 2.
But I stepped out of the box after she called that strike. And if you know me, you know that things like that piss me off.
A disappointed Hansen takes the little walk. Behind on the count, no balls and 2 strikes.
I did my best to not get angry because sometimes I will let my emotions get the best of me, which was the younger version of myself. And I had Brito standing right behind me saying, she has to beat you 3 times. So I knew I was going to get another good pitch.
And here's the thing about this team, and here's the thing that Clemson also knows. As long as this offense has a strike, they're in a game.
I think that being a catcher sometimes has its advantages because any great pitching coach, like Clemson has, would understand I don't think I should throw her something hard over the plate in an 0-2 count.
Kinsey Hansen's in the box, 2 strikes on her. There wasn't a doubt in my mind that one swing could change the game.
So I guess I guessed right.
Lifted deep to left field. No way! No way! Are you kidding me? Kinsey Hansen! She tied the game with a 3-run bomb over the left field wall. Lose your mind, Sooner Nation! Kinsey Hansen makes it 7-7 in the top of the 7th inning on an 0-2 bomb to Home Run Village.
That might have been the fastest I've ever run around the bases in my life.
I immediately knew off the bat she stayed through it well.
She hits it out, and I think that is exactly the scream that I had that I lost my voice for the rest of the postseason. Immediate tears. I was already crying.
We had a front row to what was happening. Everyone's losing their minds.
I was rounding, but I was like, no way this is happening. I was just in shock. She's just fought through so much. She's worked so hard behind the plate all season. It was so surreal. I still can't believe it.
There's not many hits that you remember throughout your career, but I think that's what makes something that made the team so special too. That I knew my teammates never doubted me. I just wanted to be home, so I ran the bases in 12 seconds after a home run so that I could be in a mosh pit and get punched in the mouth at home plate.
I just remember turning to Grace Lyons and Q, who were next to me, and I turned to them and I was like, we're gonna get it done. And we all put our pinkies together and we said, I know so.
Popped up, right side. Does Sanders have room? Giving chase. Did she catch it? We have no view of that whatsoever. They're going to say she caught it.
See, I didn't even know she caught the ball. I saw her fall, and I was running straight to her to make sure she was okay. And then she comes out with the ball in her head. I was like, no way!
I saw her go, and the first thing I said, I was like, what are you doing?
Bounce towards the right side. Jennings, nice play on the short hop, throws to first.
Every single second that went by, I was constantly engaged. Tiare Jennings, amazing player. She comes up, and off her bat, it was automatic. I heard the sound of it, and I was like, oh, that's a goner.
And she swings and hammers the first pitch over the center field wall. The Sooners take the lead in the top of the 9th inning on a leadoff first pitch bomb over the center field wall by T.R.A.
This team was never out of the fight. We're never down, and we don't play scared to lose. If we lose, we lose. So just being able to know that in those pressure situations that there's never a doubt, 1 through 20.
The 1-2. Hit pretty deep to center field, but Coleman has a beat on it, makes the catch. The Sooners get it done. We're headed back to the Women's College World Series, and this team of record breakers and trophy chasers will look to make it 3 straight titles, holding the longest winning streak in the history of college softball. Move over, Arizona. That's 48 straight for the 2023 Oklahoma Sooners.
Words cannot express what that felt like. Emotional roller coaster, highs and lows, momentum, lack of momentum. But in the end, it was one of the most gritty performances I've seen. Everything was starting to fall apart a little bit, but then, I don't know, these guys just have this unbelievable ability to create things quickly. And this is one of the biggest memories I'll walk away with without question. We left Marita Hynes in good spirits here.
Winning a huge game in a super regional was amazing. To be the last one on Marita Hynes Field, I think all fans will remember that. Our team will remember that. And just coming through on such a big stage to get us to OKC, that was really all that's on our mind.
I don't think you can ask for any better closure to Marita Hynes. Just to see the atmosphere of Sooner Nation come through on that game. Just seeing, I go back on Twitter and rewatch the highlights and the crowd aspect of it. Home Run Village was going crazy, so it was just so fun to see, but I don't think Marita Hynes can ask for anything better.
One of the best moments to go out of Marita Hynes with.
And we're heading back up I-35, taking exit 132A. The Sooners are going to play for the NCAA title.